Here is the monthly budget video for the month of May. I love a new month. I love a clean slate. If you don't know, now you know, okay? I just got to tell you, it's just like fresh money coming in. Unfortunately, fresh money going out. But that's besides the point, okay? Stay focused. Stay focused. Fresh money coming in. That's a clean sheet of paper. That's a brand new pen. Not me though. My pens are old and dull. So maybe I should get a new pen. Anyways, this is why I love a monthly budget video. So 3 things are covered in this. 1, we got our goals. 2, we go over the calendar. It's important. You got to know your calendar because some people's birthdays, hello, mine, cough, okay? Some people's birthdays are in the month that's upcoming. So you got to plan for that. And then we go over the actual numbers. That's the most important part. Duh. Love that part. But here we are. So let's just do a little update really quickly. 2 things I want to talk about. First things first, every Sunday I put out a brand new blog on paperbymo.com. This Sunday I put out a new blog and it's called How to Start Tackling Debt When You're Living Paycheck to Paycheck, especially with student loan repayments back. Okay, that's important. I don't know about y'all, but these student loans are going to affect my budget. They probably are going to affect yours too. So make sure you hit the link below and check that video out. Okay. And second thing, the inserts in this here budget planner. Oh, you didn't know this was a budget planner? This is my budget planner and it is a binder, but there's inserts inside. And where do these inserts come from? They come from paperbymo.com. They come from a digital downloadable, not a word, I don't think, budget planner called Mo Budget Less Problems. Go ahead and click the link in the bio if you're interested in that. One last thing, because I said 2, so we gotta do 2.5, is if you're not subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. I think we're about 10 subscribers away from actually reaching the goal that was once said back in 1842. Yeah, I'm dramatic. Rock with me, okay? But anyways, stay tuned. Okay, if you're new here or you're just like, yeah, I come every now and then, that's okay. But you got to know your girl loves her Pilot pens. I might be transitioning from Pilot to something else. Why? Because I don't know. You know, they're pricey. That's 1. 2, yes, they do write good, but 3, not too long ago, one of them blew up in my hand. You know, the ink everywhere. I'm just like, I'm loyal to you. Why are you not loyal to me? Okay. Anyways, let's get into the numbers. Okay, so 2025 bingo. This is where I'm just going over some goals, and every quarter we got goals. Okay, first quarter, we did it. Okay, these 3 goals here. Second quarter, we're currently in. Start a successful garden. She's been started. Is she successful? Topsy-turvy. Okay. Cilantro is looking like womp, womp, womp. It's a little sad, but it's okay because this month it's going down. When I say she's going to be so successful, I mean that. Anyways, that's probably my number 1 goal when it comes to May, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Mo, you is getting ahead of yourself. Okay, so we're going to go over our calendar. We're going to go over our calendar, our monthly budget, obviously, our monthly goals, and that is that. I did not put this in order, but if you don't know, I do not like to write inside the binder. It just is uncomfortable. I'm a to the side type of writer, okay? And I like to write hard. I mean, what are you gonna do? Shoot me? Please don't. Please don't. So this is where I like to start. It's with our calendar. It's very important. Like I said previously in the beginning, you gotta know what you need to know. And how do you know about somebody's birthday if you don't put it on the calendar? Or how do you know about an anniversary? Men, do you hear me? Okay, know your woman's anniversary, you and your woman's, because it's not just your woman's, it's yours too. Just write it down. You know, that's all. Just write it down. Okay, so when it comes to May, the month starts very soon. I know. So the first is going to be on a Thursday, boom, what is wrong with me? I don't know. Okay, so we're going to do Thursday. That's going to be the first. And then it's 31 days in May. I did not have to figure that out. I knew it myself because May is my month, okay? That's my birthday month. And I'm excited. I don't know why. It's just like, we get older, but it's just like life is beautiful and I'm grateful for the wisdom. So we're going to start with one. I think, yeah, the 31st is on a Saturday, I think. Let's hope I do this right. So 1, 2, 3, all right, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I know what you're thinking. Why do you gotta count? I'm trying to tell you, it gets icy dicey. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, and what I say? Saturday, come on now. Consistency. Y'all see that? That's consistency. Okay, 31 days, 31 days. So let's take out a red. Let's take out maybe orange. I don't even think this has ink for real. Look at that. I used that to study, so I know I used too much. Let's take out a blue. It's still a pilot pen, just a different version. Well, you knew that already because you saw the purple. Oh, this is the one I'm looking for. Green, because green's important. Green is the money. Green is also my favorite color lately in life, so I don't know. Here we are. So, okay, let's do paydays. My husband and I get paid bi-weekly. I'm going to say, unfortunately, we get paid at the same time. And the reason why I want to say unfortunately is because it wouldn't be great if like we could stagger. You know, I get paid this Friday, he gets paid next Friday. But God said, take what I give you. And I say, okay. Okay. So we're going to get paid on the 9th and the 23rd. And I don't get paid on Fridays. I get paid on Thursdays. However, I just like to put on here, yeah, you know, yeah. We'll just say both the same day for the sake of saying the same day, just because it's a day apart. So payday 23rd, payday on the 9th. Love that for us. Okay, then we have Mother's Day. Did y'all forget about the mamas? You can't forget about the mamas. And if you're a mama, don't forget about yourself. See, yellow doesn't even look like it has a lot. Let's see. What other color? You know what we'll do? We'll do this going fading in and out pink. And Mother's Day is on the 11th. Okay, so we'll just do a little heart and we'll say Mother's Day and another heart. I started my mom's Mother's Day gift already. Was getting her a candle from whatever that candle thing is with the 3 wick candles, and it's pretty expensive, but they were on sale. You know what I'm saying? I'm ahead of the game. But I'm going to get her something else. I'm just trying to figure it out. So that's Mother's Day. Then we have, what else do we have? Let's do Cinco de Mayo. Forgot about Cinco de Mayo. Okay, I don't really make plans for it, but just in case. Okay, just in case. You know, you never know. But what if my husband's like, babe, let's go out because they got a good deal on something for Cinco de Mayo, and I'll be like, you know what? You're right. Let's just hit the streets. Okay, and then Memorial Day is on the 26th. There's a lot going on in May, and let me tell you, as my birthday is nearing Memorial Day, when I say in some years it's been on Memorial Day, when I tell you guys, I have had a doozy having a birthday so close to Memorial Day because, you know, people, Black people specifically, like to do family reunions around that time. You know, it's just a lot. Memorial Day. Okay. I was going to try to do a little flag or something, but to be honest, it was not going to be good, and I just don't want to be offensive. So we're just going to let that ride out. And then we're going to do my birthday in blue. So Memorial Day is on 26th this year, and my birthday is on the 21st. That is a Wednesday. I will be at work on my birthday. Yuck, gross, tomato, tomato, boo. That's okay. That's okay, because I'm going to take off both Fridays, and my husband and I got plans, okay? Happy birthday. Mo. And not only is it a birthday, it's my 30th. Love that for us. Okay, so here we are with our calendars. Our calendars. It's just one calendar, y'all. This is what we have for May. And the quote for this one is, I love this quote. Do not take advice from someone you have no desire to be like. I love that. I love that. Because we have this problem, and I get it, especially when it comes to family. They're like, no, because we said so, or we're elders, blah, blah, blah. Listen, take everything with a grain of salt. Take everything that I say with a grain of salt. I'm just sharing. I'm not telling you what to do. I might tell you what to do, but I'm just talking, okay? Don't take everything or that someone says and you don't want to be like them. I think that is so super freaking powerful. All right, so now let's move along to the goals. Okay. Oh, it's on this side, isn't it? It is. Okay, because I accidentally put it far in the back. Shame on me, shame on me. Okay, so usually how I do the goals or write them is separate them for my husband and myself, just so we can specify who has what. Sometimes it applies to both of us, but here we are. It's not a lot of goals here. We're just trying to get into the flow of things, if I gotta be honest with you. So I'm gonna put O, that's my husband. So what my husband wants is two things. Progress, or I should say good progress. Good progression, maybe? That's right, good progression. Okay. That wasn't given right. Towards his career. I've told you guys before that my husband does have a job and we are grateful to God. However, it's just not in his career and it's an interim job. So that's obviously a clear goal of his is to have a good progression towards his career. Another one is a good progression towards a certification. My husband is currently studying to take a certification, so that's a big goal for him as well. So we'll write that as well, good progression. I want to be specific towards desired certification, because that's just the truth, right? And let's put an exclamation, so we know we mean business. Okay. Now me, Mo, so first things first, I definitely want to work out at least 3 times a week. Now that I have my new job in Maryland, DMV area, I'm management out here. And that is so stressful. I need to walk. I need to get back to working out. My husband and I do have gym memberships. So I just want to put this on my goal list 3 times a week. It's necessary, especially if you're sitting all day doing meetings. It's a lot, and I'm grateful for it. I'm just trying to combat it with my sleep schedule, working out, time with my husband. We don't have any children, so that's one thing. But yeah, work out at least 3 times a week, just because I've been eating good, y'all. People eat good in Maryland, so let's just get back to that. That's number 1. Number 2, I want my plants to grow big and I want to repot them. So I know you're thinking that's such a, why would you have that as a goal? Because why not grow big and repot? Those are my babies, you know? I'm a mother, okay? Because I'm a plant mother. So I want my plants to grow big and be successful. Let me put be successful. B-E successful. Okay, yes, because me in spelling is not the best. I said me in spelling is not the best. So these are basically our goals right now. We do have some financial goals, but I don't want to say it's not important enough to write down. However, we're just going to implement it into our budget because we are starting back paying student loans. And that's okay, because some people are like, oh my God, you take out the loan, pay the loan. That's fine. Calm down. Thank you. just bring it down. And I get it. We will pay back. We have. It's just big amounts of money. And we're just kind of at the point where we just need to give what we can give to it. And so get this man off our back. By this man, I'm talking student loans. Okay, so these are our goals. My husband, he's trying to get his certification. Love that for him. I think I too am going to start trying to get another certification according to my boss. He's like, yeah, I want you learning. I want education, number one. Love that for us. Win. Anyways, and then my husband also wants a good progression towards his career. I think networking is a big one for him because he does go to a lot of career fairs and stuff. It's just the times right now is just timing, okay? And then work out at least 3 times a week for me. I don't want to include walks. I know that walking is working out, but I mean like lifting weights. I want to lift weights at least 3 times a week. And then my babies grow big and strong, just like me, just like I will be. So yeah, that's what I want for my goals. Now we're going to go ahead and move along to the monthly budget. Okay, so my favorite color is green. So we're just going to go ahead and rock with that because I always feel like I can move this and I think it's just like stuck on the table, whatever that is. So May is what we're into. Yes. Let's make sure we have our calculator near and dear. Okay, so let's talk about numbers, bringing everything in. But before we do that, just in case you do not know, my husband and I do a zero-based budgeting. Okay, that just means that every dollar has a job, and every job has a dollar. Hey now, okay? So, we like to say what we're starting off as. Here's my problem with doing this in green. I like to correct everything, right? Like, oh, green if we were better than, or red or black. So I'm not gonna do it in green. I just thought about that. We're gonna do it in black. Okay? Black, being in the black. We want to be in the black. That's all. But we wrote May in green. That's all that matters. Okay, so I say we're starting at $0 because though we have money in our checking accounts, because there's plural of them, he has a checking, I have a checking, and then we have a joint checking. Although we all have money in those accounts, they're all accounted for something. Maybe his has some sinking funds and then our joint one has money that has not been taken out yet, or maybe some fun money, things like that. Saying that we have $0 is not literal. It's just saying we have $0 extra to put towards this new budget. That's all. Okay, now we're gonna go over my income and my husband's income. So we're gonna say O's full-time, and then we're gonna say Mo's full-time. And like I said earlier, my husband is in an interim job, so he brings in money and we are so grateful. It's just not as much as he would hope, and he's not in his career field. So my husband brings in a check, say $1,100, $1,100, and we're getting paid twice, so we're going to times that by 2. He's going to bring in $2,200, and that is my husband. $2,200. Okay, now for me, we're still trying to figure out what my number looks like. What am I trying to say? I got a new job. It was a pay raise, pay bump. I'm trying to figure out the taxes on it. So worst case scenario, $2,800, and then times 2, that's $5,600. Okay. And that's what we're going to go ahead and budget for the month. So $5,600 plus $2,200, that's going to be $7,800 that we're expecting to at minimum bring in for the month of May. All right, so let's get into the numbers. If you watched our April budget, you know that our numbers change, but they're going to change again because that's just life. I don't know what to say to you guys. You know, life is just lifing. Let me show you guys one thing really fast. It's really good to have all your actual bills just documented. So our rent here in Maryland currently is $1,545, and that's only because we got a really good deal, 1, and then 2, we also moved to Maryland during the winter months. Move in the winter, it's more affordable. So our rent is $1,545. We were expecting water and sewage to be about $55, but we got a bill and it's well over $55. So now I'm gonna budget for more than that. Okay. So previously we were saying $1,545 minus $1,600. That's where we got the 55 from. We were like, okay, on a great time in life, our rent would only be $1,600 combined because the water, sewage, and trash adds up, and then we pay through our rent. So we're gonna say $1,545, right? But we want to go ahead and make it $1,650 minus $1,545. So that's at $105. Now we're going to be paying more than $105 towards our water and sewage for the first bill, because they give you a starter fee, right? Like, oh, this is how much of 20, 30, 40, whatever the case may be, right? So we're just adding $105 extra dollars to total us out to $1,650 all towards our rent. Okay, now our next bill is going to be our internet bill, and that is the $50. That one's pretty consistent. We had the same here in Maryland as we did in Louisiana, or around the same. Now the phone bill is high. I hate it, but it is what it is. It's $180. This bill is my mom's bill with AT&T, and this bill covers my mom, myself, and my husband. So that is $180. Now we have subscriptions. People say, when are your subscriptions? Why are they only $22? Okay, so we pay $16, $17 for Apple Music. That's the family plan. Again, that has me, my mom, and my husband. Try to put my grandma and stuff on there, but she decided to get rid of her Apple phone and go to Android. So that's not going to apply, right? Then we also have like Apple storage, and then we pay 99 cents a month for Hulu that we got the subscription during Black Friday. So that's how we got $22. And then let's talk about student loans. Okay, so this is just my bare minimum payment that I have to pay every month for my student loans is $197. Then we have my husband's. So now his is kind of sort of in repayment, kind of sort of not. You're like, what are you talking about? Yeah, great question. So it says he owes money, but it says he owes $0. Then we also saw that everybody has coming in May has to start paying their student loans back. My husband called and they were confused. So we just said we were going to give the minimum payment of $250 because that's around what he previously owed, which was like $222. So we're going to do the $250 for him and $197 for myself and move on from there. We just deal what we got to deal with. Now, my husband and I also has car insurance. Both of our cars are paid off and they are older. It is $176. And thank God we got our car insurance lower while living in Maryland, because I just got a check engine light. Hate that for me. But we do have money in our sinking funds and we do have money in our account, so we can cover these things. This is why I say make sure you have some money to the side, because life be lifing. So that's car insurance. And then speaking of life, we have life insurance. So this is for my husband and myself, $108.04. We both have a whole life plan and a term life plan, so per each person. So $108.04 is not bad. And then recently, my husband and I also got us a gym membership, and that is $70. We had to do a gym membership because our apartment that we live in does not have a gym. I say had to, but nothing is forced, right? However, we were getting a little bigger, so you just got to do what you got to do. This was the cheapest we could find because gyms in Maryland are not the most affordable. So $1,545 plus $105, then we're going to plus $50 plus $180 for phones, plus $22 for the subscriptions, plus $197 for my student loans, plus $250 for his student loans. And these are just the basic amount, the minimum we have to pay, plus $176 for car insurance, plus $108.04. That's our life insurance, and then plus $70 for gym. Woo, $2,703.04. I don't know. I think that's right. Yes. Okay. I'm just looking off to the side just to make sure my math is actually math. 2703.04. The reason why I say woo is because my husband and I's goal is always to lower our expenses. But obviously, we paying my husband's student loans back, $250 means that we went up. And then adding another gym membership is another thing. We previously had a gym membership, but when my husband lost his job, we decided to cancel the gym membership because our apartment previously had a gym. So why would we, it was tiny. It was a hole in the wall. But it's like you do what you got to do. So $2,703.04, and we're going to subtract $7,800. It's going to say negative, but she's not negative. I just did it backwards. That's $5,096.96. Now, those are fixed expenses, fixed, right? Things that supposedly don't change, they change. And then we're going to go to our variable expenses, which change a lot, like our food, our gas, things like that. So our goal is going to remain the same, although I'm pretty sure in April we went well over for our food. And really, it was because we didn't take cash out. I know a lot of people don't like that, but it has benefited us. Taking cash out, it has helped us remain on budget. So we just got to make sure we're consistent with it. So we're going to do $400 for food a month. That just means that every paycheck we take, we get $200 worth of groceries. Okay, and then gas, we do $60 per person because that's $30. Like I said, our cars are small. We go to Costco and we just get $30 per person, and we usually are able to deal for 2 weeks off that 30. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just saying. Now, we did up our fund money because we went over budget in April. So we up our fund money to what we previously had, which was $50 every paycheck. And we went down because my husband lost his job. So now that he has a job and that we have a little bit more income, we're trying to bring it back. Also, adjust stuff when like if you're overspending and just keep saying, nope, we're going to stick to $30. Sometimes that's just not realistic. And we're in a new city and we have family here. That's a big one. We have family here, and the family is the ones that want to go out. We pay for stuff. I mean, this is life. So we just adjust our budget. Now, $5,096.96 is what we had left over. Now we're going to add 400 plus 120. I got that because 60 plus 60. And then we're going to plus 200. That is $720. Right? Am I tripping? No, let's do it one more time. I think I'm right. Okay, so 400 plus 60 plus 60. Okay, that's 520 plus 100. Okay, that's 620, and then plus 100. I don't know why I was bugging, but I think I did my math wrong off screen. Okay, so that's $720. So we're going to do $5,096.96, and which we are so grateful for because we know that it is a blessing and we're fortunate enough to have enough money past just the bills. So we're going to take that remaining amount of money and subtract the 720. So it's going to say $4,376. So here we are, $4,376.96. So now that we're done with variables, we like to move up to savings, just because debt is going to be the last thing we tackle. So we're going to do my husband's IRA, my IRA. We give money, but we don't give a whole lot. I don't know, life. I don't really have a reason for it. Maybe I do have a reason. It's just our priorities right now. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so like our priorities right now, and it was on our 2025. Let me show you guys our 2025 bingo. A big priority for us is that save $50,000 for a house down deposit. So there we are. That's important. Okay, so IRA, we're gonna try to do, see, this is what we budgeted, and we have an actual column, $100 per check per person. What does that mean? That means 200, and then that means 200. Doing real life math. Then we want to give at least $1,000 to a house account every month. Month minus 1,000. So now we have $2,976. So now I know you're gonna think, wow, this is a lot of money. But again, my car has an engine light on, and I'm really kind of worried. We do have sinking fund money saved. Not a lot, because we did have to pay our tax bill, and we took that from our sinking fund. So my husband and I agreed, 900, as long as we just give our student loan debt $2,000 extra. So $976.96. We do plan on spending whatever we need to spend for my car. Hopefully it won't be over $1,000, but we'll have it. So that's the good news there. All right, so what are we doing? We're adding. So let's do 400. So 200 plus 200, and then we're going to plus $1,000 for our house account plus $976.96. That is $2,376.96. Okay, so we're going to subtract $4,376.96. It's going to be $2,000 left over. I promise that's 2,000. So then we have my husband's student loan, and then my student loan, S loan, and then S loan. And we're just going to give both 1,000. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay, so totaling out to 2,000, remaining being 0, which, like I said, we're trying to get this man off our back, the man being student loans. Okay, that is the goal. Now, we can and we will, I'm speaking life into us, stay in our food budget and our fund money budget as long as we have cash. That's actually quite simple. Now, the problem is we just don't get the cash sometimes. Sometimes life just be lifing and we forget, or we just keep a trucking without it. And then we swipe, and then we swipe, and then we swipe. And then next thing you know, we're like, oh my gosh, you swipe that much? And he'd be like, yeah, you swipe that much? And I'm like, oh my God, we suck. So we gotta stay on our cash, which is what's highlighted in yellow. I hate that our expenses have gone up, but it is the reality of life right now. Obviously, when we one day, because we owe about 80,000 between the both of us combined. So when we one day do pay off all of our student loans, we'll have 250 plus 197. So that's almost $450 that we will lower our bills, our expenses. So this is where we are. This is our budget for May. I'm excited to see what actually happens. I'm excited for my birthday. I'm excited for Mother's Day. I hope my mom enjoys her gifts. Like I said, we really don't do anything for Cinco de Mayo. But Memorial Day, we will be celebrating my birthday, and we will be celebrating my birthday. Okay, we'll be celebrating my birthday that weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and the weekend before. Yeah, I'm celebrating twice, just because one is locally where I stay, and then one we're going out of town with family. So I'm excited. I hope this month, May, is a prosperous month for us all, bringing in lots of money, lots of good news, fortune, success. I pray you all have a great 31 days in May. You guys go over your budget. The numbers actually match. Come on now, because sometimes the numbers don't be numbering. Okay. And I hope that life's in the best way possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Bye.